Hello, Garry families. Welcome to this week's episode of the Garry 5, where we bring our Garry home into your home. This week we have a special guest with us. We have one of our science teachers, Mr. West, and he is going to talk to us about some of the things happening around Garry in the science department. Mr. West, what do you have to share with us today?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Garry 5. Like mentioned, I'm Mr. West. I am the 8th grade science teacher, but specifically in MESA. So I was asked today to come in and explain a little bit about what MESA means. In each one of our grades, starting next year in 6th, this year for the first time in 7th, and for about 15 years in 8th grade, we've had a select class called the MESA Science class. MESA is a program that's funded by the state legislature to have students that are underrepresented in science given opportunity and access to more science and more opportunities and a pathway to college. Students that are generally underrepresented have to do with students of colors and females. And the way that is determined by the state is the representation within employment. For example, as many Latinos that we have in the United States, about 15 to 17%, only 2% of scientists in the United States are Latino. So there's an added emphasis in recruiting this type of population in to gain a science experience. We here at Garry are one of various schools within the district that have MESA. We are very proud to be expanding to 6th grade next year. MESA, what we do within the school week is that we go and learn the normal science curriculum for 4 days a week. And then on our 5th day a week, we have a representative from the University of Washington State University come in and teach the kids coding and flying drones and project-based learning. The goal is by the end of the year in April, we will have a presentation in a competition with all of the schools in the region. The winner will be invited to compete against the other regional winners within the state over in Tacoma, and the winner of that will get a chance to go on the national competition. Washington's not the only state that has MESA programs. There's about 11 of them throughout the United States. Last year's national competition was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. The year before that was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not sure where it is this year, but we're sure hoping our students get a chance to go. Other parts that are really important about it is that not only are they linking these students to more access to science that they normally wouldn't get, but it's also they introduce them to scholarships. So part of signing up for MESA is kind of hoping to encourage that 4-year college path. Not that you couldn't get it done at a 2-year college as well, but kind of hoping to booster some of that science that they'll be able to get to hopefully choose a science career. Scholarships come in from all over the country and students are made aware. We will have 6th, 7th, and 8th here next year, but Rogers and North Central also have 9th, 10th, and 11th grade MESA classes. Each year, MESA students are invited in field trips throughout the state to go and visit different colleges and universities. Last week, the 8th grade MESA team went down to Pullman. They were treated to a wonderful lunch after they did a virtual reality lab. And then finally, they did some physics demonstrations where they learned about states of matter, magnetism, and different components of physics. They will be going to Eastern Washington University and Washington State University, Spokane this year also. Lastly, we here, as with our expansion, we want to be as inclusive. We do not want to be gatekeepers with the MESA program, but we are looking specifically for students. They don't necessarily need the best grades, but they need to be able to listen and follow directions well. Because we're learning the science curriculum 4 out of the 5 days a week, it's a shortened and a little bit quicker pace, so we need students to be attentive that want to participate. We want them to like science as well. We all know when we're learning about something that we like, we tend to put in a little bit more effort, and so we're trying to get students that like that. We are hoping that if you're interested in your student joining the MESA program in the next year, that your student can approach one of the science teachers and talk about what is necessary and what they should be displaying to be put on the list. We'd really like to grow and always have our classes full. My normal class size is about 22, but in my MESA class, I take as many as I possibly can to make sure we give as many opportunities as possible. Our MESA students tend to love science going forward because of the unique opportunities that they're given, but also the experiences that they have and the independence they're given to be able to complete their own project.
Awesome. I always love listening to your passion for science. So thank you guys for joining us this week, being able to listen to Mr. West. If you have any questions, reach out. But thank you for learning about MESA with us, and catch us next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.